Barrel, issue number 16 from Image Comics. So, we start off this issue with a bit of a flashback where we get to see how the people at the pet city came to be. So we see the cats are all freed and the pet shop people, the employees, are dumping a bunch of food and they're stacking them high up. And the cats are like confused because they have no idea what's going on. And we see that the employees shut down all the power and then they leave. They never came back. And so the cats realize that they're all alone. And he didn't take care to not eat all their food at once. So they're running out of food. And so they start eating the fish. They start eating the hamsters. And then one of the cats stood up to basically start setting rules. And that cat became known as Mother. And so now it's time for Lord to be judged because he is a rule breaker. And so Lord is put in front of Mother and everyone else. And they are giving his rule breaking, it's like all the things that he's done for Mother to judge him. And Elsie is trying to stop it and say that he doesn't know any better. And that's when Chloe basically tells Elsie that, you know, you're wrong about Lord. He's not stupid. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly why he's acting the way he does. He's not acting out because he doesn't know better. He's acting out because he doesn't want to be forgotten. He wants to be noticed. So that's why he acts out, which just makes me hate him even more. I hate the Lord character. The Lord character is that character in every horror movie that always screws up and gets everybody else killed, and they're the ones that always make the escape. Usually it's a child character. It's supposed to be like the innocent character. Oh, they didn't know any better. We should be, we should be saving them and stuff. But then they end up screwing it for everybody else. That's Lord. Lord is constantly screwing everything up. And now we discover it's not because he was attacked in the woods when Elsie abandoned him. And so he's kind of broken. Like he's not all there in the head. No, he's completely smart. He's completely aware of his situation. He's just doing this because he wants attention. That makes it worse. Now I want him to die. But, Elsie tries to speak up for him, and everyone else in her group is like, step down, Elsie. Like, now is not the time. Be patient. And the mother says that his purpose is death. Lord is judged, and his judgment is that he's going to be killed because he broke the rules. And I was like, thank God. Please let them go through with it. So they lock him up in a cage. And Lord is just kind of worried. He's wondering how things can get better. He promises to be better. And I'm like, dude, it's too late. You've already gotten people killed before because of your actions. But that's when Ghost shows up. And I love Ghost. Ghost is awesome. And I just love this dopey smile on Ghost's face. Ghost is like the coolest character in this entire series. And we don't see much of him. But that's what makes him even cooler. It's because he's like the smartest one in this entire situation. Not only does he know how to fight, but he knows how to stay out of trouble. When everyone else is like talking and mingling with the pet city cats, he's like, nah, I'm gonna just chill out on the rafters and just stay out of everybody's way and stuff. Ghost is there, the rest of the cats are there, and they free Lord. It turns out that the guards that were watching him are sleeping, so they're like, all right, be quiet, we gotta get out of here. And they're trying to figure out, okay, like, how are we gonna get out of this mess? What are we gonna do? Too high for us to jump through the roof. There's a front door and there's a switch. Lord says that the white cat, Lilla, she told me about it before they killed her. And he points out to the switches. And the switches are the switches that we saw earlier that the employees turned off. So it not only like powers the PA and the speakers and the lights and stuff, but it also is what opens the automatic doors. So okay, well, the switches are too high. So they bring a trash can, but the trash can ends up falling and creates noise, and the rest of the Pet City Caps show up, and they're like, you're breaking Pet City rules. All of you outsiders are doing it on purpose. You're all to join your friend in final discipline. And they're like, okay, what are we going to do? And Lucky's like, I said we fight him. Like, William's the only one that's a real threat. So if we gained up on him and took him out, the rest of them are soft and weak. And the Pet City Cats are like, we are soft, but you will find that we are not weak. Step away from the door. Now's not the time for opening. This is it. This is like, okay, Do we stand here and fight, or are we going to surrender and join Lord in the death sentence? And that's when Gigi is like, Elsie, you know what to do. Open the doors. So Elsie flips the switch. The lights come on, the PA comes on, the doors open, and the bad kind rush in. And that's how the issue ends. I thought this was good. I like this. I felt like the past couple issues were getting really weird, especially with the cat sex and stuff. Like, I don't want cat sex and cat romance in my cat zombie story. Like, just give me a cool zombie story. And that's kind of what Feral has been. It has been very basic in terms of plot. It pretty much takes the zombie tropes and it takes all of them and it just replaces humans with cats. So if you've seen a couple of zombie movies or TV shows, you pretty much know where this is going. Like, this is pretty much the whole like Negan situation where they find shelter, they believe it's safe, they find like other survivors, but then it turns out that the other survivors have like some pretty strict rules and they're not as nice and inviting as they appear to be. Like, this is all stuff that we've seen before, so it's not really breaking any new grounds other than replacing the humans with cats. Other than that, it's pretty much stuff we've all seen before. So in that regard, it's kind of a shame. Like, I would like to see them go a bit more different. Just do some new stuff. I'm also, again, not a fan of the whole like cat relationship thing, like the love triangle. I hate love triangles in general. I think love triangles are completely stupid. Even in like romance stories, I think love triangles are dumb. I've never been a fan of it. So to have one here in a zombie comic, I'm just like, really? Can we just not do something else? Especially since it seems like it got completely dropped. Like, where's it going? Like, so Lucky slept with Gigi, and then he puts the moves on Elsie, and Gigi finds out, and now we're just completely fine again. Like, we had Gigi fighting Elsie literally in the last issue, and now they're working together again. Okay, I'm assuming maybe it's gonna come back again later on, but like, it seemed like they were going in one direction with the whole Lucky situation. Now they're not. So it's just one of those things where I feel like you could have just gotten rid of it altogether. If you were to take out the Lucky Gigi Elsie subplot, would that affect the story in any way? No. Okay, then it's not needed. If it doesn't affect the story in any way, then you don't need to have it in there. So I thought that the whole subplot was dumb. So I'm glad they didn't bring it up here. I just hope that they just drop it all together. But yeah, artwork is great like always. I really do enjoy the artwork in this series. And I hate Lord even more. This issue made me hate Lord even more. I mean, I already knew once they got into Pet City and they realized other cats were there that this was headed towards a bad ending, that they weren't going to be able to just live in peace with these other cats. It was obvious. And I had a feeling that Lord was going to be the one to screw it up. But just the fact that Lord is doing screw-ups on purpose because he wants attention. Dude, we are in the middle of an apocalypse. Now is not the time for your BS. Enough with your shenanigans. Like, now is the time where we gotta just be serious. Your actions have already caused people to die and put us in danger and almost gotten us killed plenty of times in the past. Like, if I was Elsie, I would have dropped Lord already. Like, he's dead weight. But, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just too negative. But, yeah, I thought this was a good issue. A step in the right direction. Like, the last two issues were kind of lame and dumb. This issue was a lot better. So, I'm glad for that. And I'm looking to see how the chaos of opening up the doors to the bad kind is going to, where that's going to go. That's going to be interesting. But there you go. Feral issue number 16. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far. And I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again. And I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.